All right, hello everyone. This is Nikito, and I will be taking you guys through a tour of our vanilla server in Astroneer, and this is our main base on Silva, and I'll be talking about a couple different things. Let me just lay out here. I'll put this also at the end of the video just for reference. We're going to talk about how the storage bins are laid out and how they work. We've got a hydrazine factory. We've actually got a nanocarbon factory as well, and just some really cool stuff. I'll let you guys figure out some of that. Auto extractors we've got all over the place, and every resource imaginable, right? Every resource that's possible, rather, has been accounted for. So we've got auto extractors at each of these locations. So if you wanted clay, resin, compound, we've got an auto extractor on Silva, and you would just follow the pink beacon, which is near the home base where you start, for example. So graphite, ammonium, laterite, anything you'd need. I'm going to go through and actually travel to each of these locations so that you can see for yourself exactly where they are. And we like to have fun here with all of the resources. You can pretty much build anything you want. This is a very late game server setup, but it's fun to do things like build racetracks, and so a lot of the things that we do here at Nikito's place, we'll build a racetrack. I'll give away prizes, and first, second, third place wins some kind of prize, a gift certificate or whatever. And we race. We like racing hoverboards. We like racing little buggies, and so there's a video you might find throughout Nikito's server where we show you one of our events, and so go check that out when you get a chance. So without further ado, let's get to it. So here we go. Hop on this and try and just cruise through this as quickly as possible. But basically, you can drive a rover on top of this platform, flip the switch, and it will take all resources you may have mined and automatically, through automation, put each resource into its appropriate space. Now, the way this works, you've got resin here, for example, you've got compound, and you've got organic. So let's just say you're in need of organic. The way that we like to do this is just turn on the resource canister. You turn it on just like I did here. Okay, you grab what you need. Okay, grab what you need, and once you have what you need, just hit it again. Okay, and when you hit it again, whatever you didn't need goes right back in the canister, right? So same thing all across here. Every resource is here. So laterite, we're a little low on sphalerite. Ammonium, we're always low because we're making tons of hydrazine. Graphite, astronium, and so on, right? So again, if I wanted to grab some wolframite, just turn that on, grab whatever wolframite I need, turn it back off, okay, and it'll just suck everything back in, okay? Oops, I took one too many, just drop it in there. Okay, so that's basically how that works. Let's go back. Drop this back here again. All right, very good. So everything you would need, right? We've got the soil centrifuge here. We've got a huge canister holding scrap. Again, we're low on scrap right now, but the extra large shredder and the the trade platform if you need it. Over here, everything's nicely powered. These cables are going underground just for aesthetics, and it's pretty cool looking that way, I think. Smelting furnace, right? We've got that, the chem lab, and so on. So we've got multiple chem labs because sometimes you get 2, 3, 4 people on here, and you don't want them to step on each other, right? So multiple chem labs. Every type of gas canister is here. Just grab one if we run out, and we'll go back and get more. And as a general rule of thumb, you take resources, try to replenish them when you get a chance, or if you're bored, and just do the best you can with that regard. So what else? This is just sort of miscellaneous stuff here. Anything that didn't make it through the automation sequence will end up here at the very end of the line. These auto arms will move it all the way down, and that's what that's there for. And over here, of course, we've got your small printer, large printer, medium printer, and a ton of RTGs. We're definitely not short on power. So let's move on. More tour. So I'm going to go up this ramp here and show you how you can actually, we collected every chess piece. You can actually play chess here, should you so desire. I think it's a little hard to do it because the pieces are hard to read, but it is possible to play chess. Over here we've got a, a harvest farm. So if you blow up just lightly, just kind of, blow up one or two of these, you'll get some seeds which you can feed the pets, as you probably know. And that's what this farm is here for. Let's keep going. All right, so over here, this is something kind of cool that we did with automation. This is a automatic hydrazine dispenser. So what I'm going to do is just walk through this gate, okay, and I'm going to receive as many hydrazines as I need. Once I'm done, walk to the left, and it'll turn off the automation process, which is pretty cool. So whenever you need hydrazine, just walk through that first gate. Stand there until you get the hydrazine you need. Walk through the other gate, and you're done. Now, if the main canister runs out, what you need to do is grab one of these guys. Okay, these are the reserves. And you'll need to remove this guy, put this guy there, turn this on, and it'll replenish that main canister. You don't want to disconnect all this stuff because, for most people it's going to be hard to figure out how to reconnect it, right? But kind of refilling the main canister there with hydrazine. Okay. Once it's done, just put everything back. Grab this guy. And let's put him back. There we go. Okay. All right, let's keep going. So we've got over here another landing pad. Okay, tons of RTGs. No shortage of RTGs. Now, my son built this farm that you see here, and it's really quite amazing. This will actually produce nanocarbon alloy completely and 100% automatically. Okay, it combines everything together, and it's really, really cool. It looks really complex, but for those of you who are late game, experts at Astroneer, this will all make sense. But basically, you start with all the base resources, and through automation, things are automatically combined, and it'll spit out a nanocarbon at the end, which is really cool. The way you turn this on, I think, let me see if I recall, you just walk through this, okay? Just walk through it, and everything starts to go automatically. Something might be broken along the way here, but I might have to let my son take over. And yeah, let's see, maybe we needed to turn some of those on, but basically, I think some of these might be turned off. So let's try turning this back. Turn on. Turn on. Okay. So, okay, so I might have messed something up. I don't know. There we go. Have to walk through that gate, I think. I'm not sure. I have to. Apologies, I didn't build this, but I promise you it works. I'll let you guys figure that out. It's kind of a really cool thing. Totally automated. So at the very end, you end up with steel, and you end up here producing I forget the last component before you get the nanocarbon. Okay, so that's all automated. And then, so we've got a few rovers here. Yeah, we've got another landing pad up top there. All right, so let's go back to our resource list. And so I talked about the storage bins. I talked about the hydrazine factory. let's go through the auto extractor. So I'm going to visit each of these locations so that you see where all these resources are coming from, right? So let's start with Silva. So if you wanted clay, resin, or compound, that's the easiest to find. It's the pink beacon near the home base, right? So let's go ahead and look for that. All right. So here's home base. There's a pink beacon. Cool, cool. And there's multiple ways to get there. And you know, if you're starting out, there are tethers along the way, so you could just take these tethers, take the safe route. But here's a good example. Now, this area here has all three resources in the ground. So in the ground is the compound, we've got clay, we've got resin, okay? So I've been kind of, you know, creating these medium resource canisters, filling them up. You just sort of swap them out if you want to change whatever the auto extractor is extracting, okay? So that's where you'll find those. And you know, when you're done, the whole idea is, let's say I'm going to grab this canister, okay? What I would want to do is just sort of take it back. If you want to help people out, just take the canister back. All you got to do, put it right there. There we go. Okay. So you can see on the status there, 166, 167, 168, and just empty it out. That's really all you got to do with these canisters. They work great for that, and that's why we've got a couple of spares in the back here as well. Okay. All right. So once it's all emptied out, just grab it again, and let's head back. Cool. And then let's put these away. And put this back. There you go. Ready to go. Automatically extracting more resource. Okay, so that was the pink beacon. So let's go through the next one again. And that would be so graphite is the black beacon, for example, right? Okay, so we're near the home base where you start. Okay, we're near the home base. So there's the home base. There's the home base. By the way, some people built sub bases around here. And this little area here is for blowing things up. If you want to blow something up, obviously don't do it near any of the bases. That would not be cool. And if we catch you doing it, you're going to get banned. So over here, you can just drop something and blow it up in this little space rather safely. So let's get back out of here. Okay, so we said black beacon. All right. So that would be this way, and mostly follow the tethers until they run out. I don't think we tethered all the way here, so make sure you got some oxygen. But there's a little road here that we carved out. You can go right through this, and you will end up right here. All right, so we've got graphite. Okay, what's next on our list? Ammonium. Okay, so we're going to follow the railroad from the, this is supposed to be hydrazine factory, and get to the yellow beacon, okay? So that's what we're looking for. Okay, so again, let's go back. A little low on oxygen. No worries. Alright, so we're back at the home base. We've got our hydrazine factory. So what we're going to do is just follow this train, right? And that's mainly what this train was set up to do, is automatically auto-extract ammonium. And so we're just following the train. I think this is another part of the event that we did a while ago. Okay, just keep following this track. And here we go. So a lot of the ammonium I think was already mined out of here, but if you need more ammonium, you can start digging a little bit through here, and very likely, this might be end of life for this area, but there's one up there, so should be good. So that was the yellow beacon. So let's keep going. We've got, let's see, what did we say? Ammonium. Okay, so let's go to laterite. So if you want laterite or sphalerite or astronium, all three of those are down the cave train, purple beacon. Okay, so let's go back toward the home base. I think I'm going to need some oxygen here. All right, very good. Let's go back to the home base. Cool. Take a shortcut. Okay, so here's the home base once again. And this is the train we're talking about. So home base, train, and down we go. So in this cave, you have to go down a little bit. And okay, this beacon right here, purple beacon. And voila. Looks like someone removed the auto extractor, but you can bring it back in or build another one. But obviously a lot of laterite here that you can farm. So that would be laterite. Let's go back up. And then turn left here. And there's the other purple. Okay. And we've got sphalerite here. If you go a little bit further, you can set up a auto extractor here. I thought we had one here too, but again, someone might have taken it, moved it elsewhere. So I want to be careful not to build too many auto extractors because the game can glitch if you've got too many auto extractors. Now, the last part, I'm not going to, do this, but those of you who know, if you go all the way down to the core, you will find Astronium, and you can obviously mine it down there. I do think we have tethers going all the way down, so just go down to the core, find the Astronium, you'll be good to go. So let's go back. Back to home base, back to home base. Okay, cool. All right, next on our list, we've got Visania has lithium. So with Visania, just land at the green beacon. It's really straightforward. You can go there at the green beacon. You'll find some tethers. Go down into the valley. That one's like really straightforward. I don't think I'm going to show you guys that one. You'll definitely figure it out. There's plenty of lithium. If you land at the green beacon and just follow the tethers down. Follow tethers. And Glacio. So Glacio has hematite, titanite, and graphite. Okay, so we're going to land at the red beacon. So let's take a look at that. So we're going to Glacio, and we're going to land at the red beacon, okay? All right, red beacon's over here. Cool. All right, all you do is hop out, follow the tethers. Okay, there's an auto extractor, and we've got hematite. Then, if you follow the black beacon over here, there's a bunch of graphite. Okay, and the last one I think is a little bit further. Yeah, I think it's not the blue one. Not the blue one. Okay, the last one is, where is that? Oh look, a lot of ammonium there. You can move an auto extractor and definitely farm all of that if you wanted to. All right. Okay, so kind of lost my place here. Okay, that was hematite. I think it's not that far, but managed to lose it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's that far away. So I promise you it is somewhere around here. And it's not that far. Okay, well, sorry. That one and average. Oh no, it's over here. Green? Maybe it is this one. No, blue? Let's try that blue. Ah, that's right. Okay, my bad. So you could just go back into orbit and head over to this blue. Head over to the blue beacon. That's actually where it is. Okay. Apologies. We're on Glacio, yeah. So Titanite. So yeah, sorry, my bad. Blue beacon, which is near the 3 green beacons racetrack. I showed you the graphite. Okay. So let me just rearrange these. Yeah. So the Titanite is at the blue beacon. Titanite. Just follow the tether here. I think you turn left at that one. Right? So turn left at that fork back there. And follow the tethers. Follow the tethers. And there we go. Okay. Titanite. Let's go back. Really steep, but you'll make it. So I probably should have taken the space shuttle over here. That was my bad. But while we're here, this was from one of our events. If you go to these 3 green beacons, we built a racetrack. That's right. And this was really fun. It was an awesome event. So you can go here, race your buddies, and if you do 5 laps around the track, you're going to have to make like full throttle jump here, otherwise you end up in the pit here. And then you'll have to make a pit stop. So you'll want to refresh your battery. If you're racing 5 laps, you're not going to make it. You're going to have to pit stop. You know, that introduces a very interesting element to the game or to the race rather. And yeah, so that's something you can try out too. Let's go back to our ship. Whoa. All right. Next on our list is Calidor, and you'll find malachite, quartz, and wolframite. So I'll just show you an example of one of those. The other's pretty easy to find. Okay. So for Calidor, we're going to land near the 2 green beacons and go into the cave. 2 green beacons. maybe 3 actually. Okay, let's go here. Alright, so once you're there, follow the tethers and just kind of make your way toward the beacons over there. The other resource is above ground. You'll see that in the notes, but the one that you're after in the cave here, it's pretty easy to get. Just follow these tethers. Okay, so here's a bunch of quartz, and here is a bunch of malachite with the auto extractor ready to go. So there you have it. All right, very good. Now, if you just took a right turn here, follow these tethers, then you've got the other resource over here. And this is a bunch of wolframite. So there you go. All the resources in the game. Pretty easily accessible on our server. And head back to the shuttle here. All right, very good. Okay, so that's about it. Now I won't go over the gases. Those are pretty easy. You will find argon on Visania. Just go there, look for the beacons. The gases you don't have to you don't have to replenish those very often, so they're pretty easy to find. And I hope this video helped you. If you guys have any questions, please open a ticket at Nikito's place or just ask a fellow community member, and hopefully you'll get someone to give you a hand real quick. Enjoy the game. Thank you all.